Okay, so we have to do this quickly. I know this video is going to be a bit rushed, but it is a little bit shorter, being that it's just the conference title games. We actually recorded Wednesday, or I thought I recorded, but when we finished up, I realized we weren't recording. So that's why we have to do this real quick. But let's go ahead and jump in. Um, I don't know what this window is. Anyway, we have the conference title game tonight, Conference
Uh,
USA title game. A rematch.
yeah, I'm gonna go. I've got to go Western Kentucky this week.
Yeah, so we're actually flipping from last week, and I'm taking Jacksonville State. Um, so let's move on to the Mountain West title game.
I got
Another
I got
rematch,
Boise again. I just think they're gonna hold strong at home and beat UNLV,
and I'm actually going UNLV. Um,
which is not a bad pick. I mean, they both played each other very closely in the first matchup, but I think Boise right now is a legit like contender and stuff, especially because of Ashton Genty.
right. Um, and then the American title game, Tulane and Army.
I actually have Tulane in that one. I know I Wednesday, I know I picked Army, but after looking at it on paper, I've got to go the Green Wave.
I compare it
Now
to
watch. Now watch. I'm gonna get burned by that and switching my pick again, and then
well, I compare it to the Tulane Navy game. Tulane shut down Navy. They're not going to be able
but
to do that to Army, but they're going to win.
Navy was more overrated, I think, than Army is.
No, Army's going to score, but I think Tulane still wins the game. And coming off the loss to Memphis, that ruined any chance they had at making the college football playoff. So they come into this
Yeah,
game a little bit angry too. Moving on to Saturday slate, Big 12 championship, Arizona State, Iowa State.
I got to go Scadaboo and Levitt. I just think that they're playing really good football right now. Sam Levitt, as a freshman, are putting up some really good numbers. He's got the framework to be a really good quarterback, especially if he goes pro. I think he's a very underrated. I think he's kind of like Brock Purdy. I think if you keep him at Arizona State a few more years and then he goes pro, then he's going to be one of those quarterbacks that flies under the radar and then gets selected by somebody and then kind of like a Jordan Love, Brock Purdy situation that goes to be on Superstar.
Okay. Yep. So we're both going Sun Devils there. The MAC championship game, the rematch from October, Ohio taking on their rival Miami, Ohio.
I hate picking Mac games, but I got to go to Bobcats.
Yep, I think this is going to be a different story this time around. Miami, Ohio won the first matchup 30-20, and I think they had a 30-6 lead at one point in the game because of the turnovers, but different outcome this time around. I'm going Ohio as well. SEC championship game, the Texas Georgia rematch.
So I got to go Georgia in this one. However, I think Texas is going to be a little mad that for two reasons. One, they lost to Georgia before, and now that Bevo be at the game, I think they're going to be a little mad about. I think they're a little worried that Bevo may try to attack Uga again, but we'll see.
Okay. I find it interesting we're keeping our original picks from October because I'm going Texas again too. So gonna be interesting. The Sun Belt title game, Marshall on the road at Harrisonburg last week knocked off JMU in overtime
But
to clinch their spot. And I
going
got,
back real quick to
okay,
yeah, going back to the SEC game real quick. Going back to that game, Georgia, I think if I'm not mistaken, in October was underdogs by 3.5, 4 points. And right now they're a 2.5 underdog against Texas in the SEC title game. So if analytics and stats show anything, they've already beat them once as that underdog plus more. So we'll see how that plays out.
okay, yeah, it's at 2.5 right now.
Um, as far as Marshall goes,
I'm rolling with the herd.
I've got to go to Herd. We did get to be on the field on that stadium, and
Okay.
it was a pretty cool stadium. Like actually being there and seeing like the stadium, seeing the memorial and stuff for the plane crash, like it was actually a cool experience.
Yeah, I might put up a video a little bit later on and might show some of those photos we got there. That was cool. So we're both going Marshall. Big Ten title game, Penn State and Oregon.
I gotta go. I gotta go to Nittany Lions, man. I really do believe that they're gonna win this one.
I'm taking Penn State not because I think they're going to win, because I want them to win. I just hope they actually show up with an offense in this game because this
There's
their
a guy at a gas station here that's an Oregon fan, and he thought Penn State was probably going to be their biggest challenge this year.
I hope so. I really do. They put up 44 last week. Hopefully they do it again this week. And then we finish off the night with the ACC championship, Clemson, SMU. And
Uh,
I'm taking Clemson in this one.
Dude, I got to go to the ponies, man. Kevin Jennings is legit. He should be in the Heisman conversation. I don't know why he's not. Um, because dude, it's only because of Kevin Jennings and Brett Lashley's offensive play calling the only reason the ponies are in this position.
Yep.
But with that said, I hope that was our last pick and everything. Well, bonus pick real quick. What were we gonna do? Oh yeah, we did the. Uh, what time in the game do you think the final points are scored?
Yep. Because last week we did it where the first touchdown would be scored, which ended up, you said 12 minutes, 58 seconds into the game, and it ended up being 12 minutes, 53 seconds. So you were only off by 5 points, and you got that.
Yeah.
But this week we're doing at the timestamp of the final point scored. I said 56 minutes, 29 seconds. You said 56 minutes, 37. So,
So it'll be close.
yeah.
I feel like for the sake of time and everything, we'll do Army Navy game next week.
Okay.
Just like a standalone video with college football playoffs.
Okay. Sounds good. We can discuss that in its entirety then. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. I know this was a bit rushed. It was a quick one, but we had to get in on and off today. So good luck to everyone and their favorite teams tonight if they're
All
playing.
right. Well, I'll see you later.
Yes, sir. We'll do.
Bye.